Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in front of us today we have yet another case for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and this time we do have one from Spigen. This is one of their special cases, so this is going to be the Ultra Hybrid. However, it's going to be in their Zero One model and also the Zero One Black. They also have a Zero One White, and then they also have another model which is kind of transparent and you can actually see the interior of the phone, but I don't remember what that was called. And this is also part of their MagFit series, so this is a MagSafe compatible case. Without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up. Alright, so opening our packaging inside, here we have our case. Nothing else inside of there. And now taking our case out of its pouch, here is a first look at our Zero One case. And boom, here is a look at that case. Honestly, this looks really nice and clean, and I can't wait to put this on my phone. So here's a look at the inner portion. As you can see, our MagSafe ring is right there. And then we can also see the images from the inside as well. That doesn't really matter because this is the main piece that we're going to be seeing at all times. So let's actually go ahead and place our phone inside. Before that, one final thing I do want to talk about is we can see that we do have Spigen's air cushion technology. So basically they do have little areas which are opened up where air gets trapped, so when you do drop it on its edges, this actually does absorb most of the shock, so your phone doesn't take all of that damage. But now let's actually place our phone inside. So taking our sticker off, this is to keep it dust free when placing it on, which is something I really like that Spigen does, and I do think a lot of other case companies that sell clear cases need to do. So placing our phone in from the left side, pushing down, boom, nice and tight fit. All right, and voila, I think we are good. So that is going to be a very tight fit, so this phone is not going to be coming out of this case in any condition. So even if you have a very hard drop, I'm pretty sure your phone is going to be perfectly fine inside of this case. And now taking the back plastic off, if I can reach it, here is a look at our case. So again, very nice and clean design, and I do think it looks really well with this phone. So I do have the jet black titanium S25 Ultra, and I do think it looks really well with the black version of this case. Again, there is a white version, so we do get a lot of white pieces, and then it's a little more clear compared to this one right here. But again, this is the one I did go for, and I do think it looks really nice with this phone, and it matches really well. So taking a look at our camera rings, as we can see, we don't really have too large of a lip, but again, the camera lenses are still under that lip. So if you do drop it on its back, your phone should be perfectly fine. And again, our edges, I'm not sure if you can see that, they are raised. So right here, as you can see, it's raised right here, and that is going to be the case for all four edges. And so if you do drop it on its back, it's not going to be the back plate that's hitting the ground first, but it's actually going to be these edges right here. So that will be the portion that actually absorbs the shock first. Now taking a closer look at the back portion, here we can see our MagSafe ring. It does say main right here, and then we do have some parts that are indicated. I'm not exactly sure if it's completely correct. I don't think it is, but again, I might be wrong, so I don't want to say anything wrong. But here's an area for, I'm guessing, our battery. So our battery is usually in this area right here, and so we do have some screw holes. It does say Spigen Zero One edition right there, and then it does say some other things right here, and it does say NA up top. So just little design and details that are put on there. I don't think it's an exact copy of what it looks like. I do know that D-Brand actually has one, and that's like their teardown skin or something where you can actually see the exact copy, but this is like a nice cheaper option, I guess, that you can pick up, and you still do get a pretty cool design. So that is going to be it for the back portion. And now moving on to the right side, we do have our power button and our volume marker. Our power button does have nice little cutouts on the inside, so it does have a nice little texture, so you can tell that that's the power button when it's in your pocket. We do have two holes for our lanyard. Up top we do have our microphone hole right here. On the left side, nothing, because the phone doesn't have anything, and it does say Spigen right there, but it's barely visible, so that's not going to be anything that bothers you. On the bottom, we do have a large cutout for our USB-C charging port, and then we do have our speaker go cutout. Plus, we do have a very nice cutout for our S Pen, so it's easy to reach. As you can see, it's very flush with the phone on that end. So again, you can use your S Pen very easily and just start typing right away, and then place that back inside, and no issues. So it's really nice to see that they have made a good cutout for the S Pen. Up front, we do have a very nice large lip that goes all around the display. So if you do drop it on its face, your phone should be perfectly fine. Plus, this is screen protector friendly, and since it is a fairly large lip, even if you do place a screen protector on there, I'm pretty sure that the screen protector won't be the part won't be the portion that actually hits the ground first, but it will be the case because it is going to be higher up. Up top, we also do have a nice little cutout for our speaker grill, so we're not going to be losing out on any sound quality, which is good to know. And other than that, not really much else on the front. Overall, the fit and feel of this case is really nice. It doesn't add too much bulk to it. It's a fairly thin case, but you do still get a lot of protection with this case. That is something that I've enjoyed with Spigen cases. I've been using their cases for a really long time, and so honestly, they've held up really well. They work really well, they function really well, and they do everything they say. Again, overall, a really nice case. So moving on, I do want to talk about these buttons again. Here, we're going to go ahead and click these buttons to see how clicky they are, or if they're easy to click. This is honestly one of the deciding factors for me when getting a case. I do really think that the buttons have to be easy to click so they don't get annoying after a while. So starting off with the power button in 3, 2, 1. Very nice and easy to click. This is something that Spigen does really well, and again, they have done it once again. And now our volume rocker, again, very nice and easy to click, which is something I really love. So this definitely passes the buttons test, and Spigen has nailed it again. Finally, moving on, let's go ahead and actually try our MagSafe magnets right here. So this device is Qi 2 enabled. However, Samsung decided not to put a magnet inside of the phone like Qi 2 actually comes with, and that is the same case for a lot of phones right now that are Qi 2 enabled. They just don't have the magnets inside of there. So honestly, even though they're Qi 2 enabled, they do get those fast charging speeds. They are not able to use the magnets, which is the annoying part for me. Again, I sometimes use my phone without a case, and I do have a MagSafe stand on my desk. I have a MagSafe holder in my car, and so not being able to use it when I don't use a case does get super annoying. But again, this case does fix that issue, and so if I do grab this Qi 2 enabled power bank and plop it on, let's go ahead and see fast wireless charging. So our wireless charging is going through, and we do have our MagSafe magnets. Again, I don't know how strong this feels. Let's actually go ahead and do a little shake test in 3, 2, 1. As you can see, it does fall off pretty easily, and one of the main things for that, I do think it's because of this design right here. So this design is actually imprinted on there, so you can actually feel the textures of every single part. That isn't a bad thing. It feels really good, and I do think it adds to the effect of the case. But again, because of that, the magnets are still really strong. However, this portion, since this is plastic on plastic, it does rub on there and it does move really easily. And because of that, the magnets aren't able to hold as strong. But if we do go ahead and try some different MagSafe products, like this one right here, taking our power bank off, putting this on, this has a much better fit. So if we do go ahead and shake our phone, as you can see, it takes a pretty good amount of force to actually drop it off of there. And again, that is because of this being hard plastic and the texture being right here. So it's not really a problem of the magnets per se. However, it still does affect it, and that might be a problem for some of you guys. But again, in most use cases, these magnets will work really well. They will hold on to your phone and they won't really become an issue. They're not that weak, they're still pretty strong. However, that might be something if you do, I guess, shake your phone around a lot, which I don't think a lot of people do. So overall, a really nice case. It does everything really well, except for the MagSafe is missing out just a little bit because of the texture on the back. But again, other than that, this is a really nice case. It looks really cool. It does protect your phone, and it doesn't add too much bulk to it while also feeling really nice in the hand. So that will basically wrap it up for this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And again, if you do want to check this product out, there will be a link in the description. So see y'all in the next one.